Welcome. This tutorial is designed to show you how to use the structure searching module of Science of Synthesis. In particular, we will take a look at how to carry out a structure and reaction search. Also, we will demonstrate how to carry out a search for an organometallic complex and take a look at some more advanced structure searching features such as the atom mapping functionality, as well as importing your own structures for searching. To carry out a structure search, first of all, select the Query tab. Then go to the Drawing segment of the query page and click on this to start drawing a structure. It is also possible to use ChemDraw to draw structures and reactions. We will take a look at a typical structure search first. First of all, select the ring systems, bonds, and atoms you are interested in and draw the molecule, making sure that all the bonds are connected correctly. In this case, we are looking at a triazine. You can select atoms from the periodic table for use if necessary. When the molecule for the structure search has been drawn, then click on the Submit button on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. The search is carried out and within seconds you are presented with a list of hits under the Results tab. Clicking on Show Reaction displays the reactions within the hit list so that you can quickly get an overview of the types of hit available. Clicking on Show Full Text in the hit list brings you immediately to the full text of the article concerned, and you can see the structure you searched for highlighted in a yellow box with the conditions and yield detailed in a scheme table. Let's go back to the Query tab and clear the drawing so that we can start a new search. Once again, we can start preparing a reaction search query using the structure drawing module. This particular reaction search is a search for methods to lithiate thiophene. Therefore, we draw two thiophene rings and a reaction arrow, as well as lithiate the thiophene, which is the product. We lithiate the thiophene by going to the periodic table and selecting the lithium atom. When we are ready with the structure, we click on the Submit button to submit the query. The search is carried out and we are presented with a list of hits under the Results tab. Clicking on Show Reaction illustrates the different hits in the results list. Clicking on Show Full Text brings us to the article concerned. There we can see the reactions concerned highlighted in yellow boxes. Let's go back to the results list and select another hit to illustrate another result. You can see here that the experimental procedure for the synthesis of 2-thionyl lithium is available. Let's now look at how you can search for organometallic complexes using Science of Synthesis. In this case, we will show you how to use ferrocene. First of all, draw 2 cyclopentadienyl rings, and then go to the periodic table and select iron. Now select the highlight tool from the menu bar and select one of the pentadienyl rings. After this, right-click your mouse and choose the Edit Bonds option from the menu. Then scroll down the bond types until you find any. Select this and click on OK. Now do exactly the same for the other cyclopentadienyl ring. Highlight the ring, right-click on the mouse, select Edit Bonds and the term Any. The program automatically groups all of the entities together, which means we can now click on the Submit button to carry out the search. Now let's take a look at some of the results by clicking on the Show Reaction button. Clicking on the Show Full Text button brings us over to the text. At this point, let us take a look at a more advanced search feature, in this case the use of the atom mapping functionality. We will take the oxycope rearrangement as an example. For the reaction search, it is necessary to provide clues about the reaction mechanism so that the molecules won't be treated as two unrelated substructures anywhere within the reactant or product. So we map specific atoms within the product. Let us first use the structure drawing module to draw out the reaction concerned and remember to include a reaction arrow. Once this is done, we can select the Atom Mapping tool from the menu. Then we select the atoms that we want to map from the reactant to the product. In this case, 2 different reaction centers. Once the mapping is complete, we can go on to submit the search. As you can see, we get a list of hits illustrating the oxycope rearrangement. We select first the Show Reaction button to illustrate the scheme associated with the hit. Followed by the Full Text button, and there we can see the oxycope rearrangement highlighted in a yellow box. Let's go back to the Query tab again and take a look at how you can import your own structures for searching. Go to the Functions box and choose the Upload Molefile option. You can then select the Browse button and choose the mole file for uploading. Click the Upload button and you will see the structure immediately in the drawing module of the product, and you can choose the Submit button to carry out the search. In this case, the structure is an indole, so the list of hits displayed feature indoles in the titles. Selecting a result brings you to the chapter dedicated to indoles. You can also click on the volume cover to see who the volume editor for that particular contribution is. Finally, let's take a look at where you can find some more information about how to search in Science of Synthesis. Simply go to the Home tab and select the Quick Start Guide from the Training and Support box. This provides you with a PDF that you can download, view or print out. The Quick Start Guide is 8 pages long and it illustrates each of the tabs in the product in more detail. Information is provided on how to access the product and how to log in. Tips for navigation are provided and the most important functionalities available are illustrated. The Quick Start Guide helps you to quickly gain an overview of the product so that you can get started with a search immediately. Contact details for both institutions and users are provided should you have any further queries. For example, you may want more information about licensing and access, or you may have queries about the content and features.